What's up, Tea Tribe? It's your girl Tyra, back at it again with Taste of Tea and Company, or TasteofTCO. I want to say hello. How are you guys? I missed you. I know I haven't been consistent with my Tuesdays yet, but we're going to get there. It's a learning experience. But I want to ask you guys, what were you selfish about? You already know what I'm going to tell you to do is comment down below. Tell me exactly what you were selfish about. What did you do? Did you go in a spa day, treating yourself with like nail polish, getting your nails done, your feet done? Did you go and get something to eat? Did you go and have a dance party? Did you do something? Let me know. I don't know. So I'm excited to see what you guys were selfish about. So let's get into this video. Let me explain something to you. I'm super bubbly and I'm super kind and I'm very outgoing and outspoken and I like to socialize, but I also like to be by myself and content, and I'm learning to be by myself. So that's a whole transition in itself. That's another day, another topic. But remember how we were talking about fixing our focus, having a plan of action, as well as being selfish. But we never talked about when we get into our sad or depressing times, which nobody likes to talk about because it is sad and depressing. What I want to talk to you guys about is not being okay. So life has thrown curveballs at me, probably at you, obstacles here and there. And then when you feel like you're finally getting through that stage where it's like, oh, I'm good, like I'm okay. And then something just hits you really hard and like you don't know where it comes from and it keeps building up. Yes, I get that too. So I want you guys to realize that when you're not okay, it's okay not to be okay. And people don't talk about that because everybody wants you to be strong and be like, oh, you can get past this. And through challenge comes change. It does. No lie, it does. But we never talk about that moment when we're feeling alone. We never talk about that moment where it's like the weight of the world is on our shoulders and we don't know how to maneuver through it. But I want you guys to realize that you can take that step back. You can breathe. Really see what you're not okay with and see how you're going to be okay with it. So that's the transition. So like I said, your happiness comes first. Your selfishness in a good way comes first. Because when you're not good, how can you expect to be around people and be okay and then make them feel okay too if they're in a depressing like time or sad? So recently this week, I was struggling a lot with how am I supposed to feel about myself when I couldn't get over the hump of getting down past a certain weight. So I had that weighing on my shoulders and it kept bugging me and I was just getting frustrated. I didn't want to work out. I was just mentally blocking myself because I didn't step back and say, hey, Tyra, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And the reason we don't do that is because we don't want to show sign of weakness. We don't want to show that we're not doing something to our greatest potential. But sometimes you have to have that relapse. Sometimes you have to have that time when you have to think and say, hey, I'm not okay. But I'm going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But it takes you to know that you're not okay in order for you to grow and be okay. Okay? So I wrote down what I wasn't okay about, and I was frustrated with myself because I was doing, my weight loss journey, and I decided to eat things more and more thinking that, hey, maybe I'll work it off rather than continue to stick with like what I was doing and my potential. And I was eating into like sweets, and I was just like eating it, binging basically. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I wasn't okay. I was sad about something, and then I didn't even realize that I was sad about until I sat down and had that discussion with myself. So you guys, I want you to comment down below that you are okay. I want you to say you are okay. Even if you're not right now, just say you are okay. You know why? Because you're going to be okay. And if it takes you more time than it takes someone else, that is okay as well. We're not all the same. We're different. We carry our emotions different. We express our emotions different. Shoot, I'm a crybaby. I cry all the time. Not just because I'm sad. I cry because I'm happy. I cry because I'm angry. I'm just a crybaby. But I realized that I never talk to myself about it's okay not to be okay. Because you're so strong all the time. And you continue to carry yourself strong and not let things bother you, which is awesome. But then if things are like deep down in the pit of your stomach and you can't handle what's going on, you have to sit back and say, hey, I'm not okay. And realize what you're not okay with. And then once you realize it, then you have the power to change it and redirect it and be okay. Am I right? So lately, we've been going through some hard times in this world and realizing that like with the jobs and like life and weight and regardless what you're going through, sometimes you have to take that breath. You got to remember that you are your greatest person that you should care about before anybody else. Yourself, your mind, your body. You need to realize when you're not okay, you need to be confident and comfortable with you not being okay. And then changing it and growing to be something spectacular. So I want you guys to comment down below another topic that you want to discuss. I want you guys to be open. I want you to understand that we're here to talk and to be heard. And I want you to comment down below that if you're not okay, that you will be okay. And then we can figure out the steps on how to be okay together. I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to share that video and say that if you're not okay, we are here to be okay together. If you're not feeling up to your A1 self, we're going to get you there. We're going to rebuild ourselves. We're going to change it, rearrange it, and transform.